Radio check, radio check, radio check, radio check. Are we live? Are we live? Loud and clear. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Racing Statistics YouTube channel for today's Austrian Grand Prix. This is the fourth and final actual event of this 10th Grand Prix of the year 2023. And me, as always, I am Ryan, your commentator for today from the Ryan F1 YouTube channel. And yeah, I was just wondering, how are you guys? Let me know. Ash1 World, hello dude. Hi Paula. Hi Hush. Will it rain? Yeah. It's not raining at the moment on the circuit, and it doesn't seem like it's gonna rain soon. Instead of umbrellas, people have hats, so yeah, doesn't look like it's gonna rain as of now, at least. Perhaps the track is a little bit wet or a little not rubbered in, so we may have a few chaotic first laps, but yeah, it's not raining at the moment. Hi Jose, how are you, dude? You sound like you're sick. No, I actually just woke up, that's the thing. I woke up like, I don't know, 50 minutes ago. I was watching an episode of Better Call Saul, and then yeah, I started here. So what you're listening now is to my sleepy voice. Blue Label, Johnny Walker. I'm doing great, buddy. Hope you are well. Yeah, I'm doing just fine, Jose. Thank you for asking. I did get to my lunch on time yesterday, so I know you all were wondering how did it go. Yeah, it was fine. I was on time. I was actually one of the first ones to get there. Well, we were one with two other people together, but yeah, well, one of the first, so everything was all right. Will you show us the race or just the stats? We will show the stats. We will show the map, and we will show live commentary of what's going on. Radio messages, but no, not the actual race coverage. That's illegal. I love this track, says Kane. I do too. It's a really nice track. I really think, even though it's very simple, it gives us some great racing every single year. I think it's a bit of an underrated circuit, this one. Fourth race in July, says Gunpla Montage. It's a nice change of pace compared to, when was it? May? No, what, April? Yeah, in April, that we only had like one race in the whole month. When was it that we had like a race and then we didn't have anything for like a month, pretty much? Well, in May we had a race, and then we didn't have anything for 3 weekends. Yeah. Either way, it's good to be here. It's good to be back once again. And next week we have another race, once again the British Grand Prix, that always also gives us some great racing. And the 6 hours of Spa. We're going to have this track until 2030. Yes, we are going to have this track and the Australian Grand Prix until 2030. They have, yesterday they announced that they have renewed their contracts until the 2030 season. So for the foreseeable future, the next 7 years, we are going to have, yeah, we're going to have those two circuits. I hope they can improve Spa. The Spa. Oh, the Spa, the circuit, or like the actual circuit de Spa-Francorchamps, because that one's just fine. Ferrari were very quick here last year, going to be an interesting race. They've got 2 against 1. That gives them options strategically. We've got to build a lead. Yeah, so actually, hold on. I wanna check something. More standard start today. Let's hope he gets off the line well. Christian Horner, Red Bull team principal. Oh yeah, Oh, okay. You were quoting Ferrari El Wax Manos. Okay. I was like, well, are you Ferrari fan? Hold on. Uh, thought about Aston Martin this race weekend. It's gonna be a tough one for Aston. That's one for sure. Every single weekend, Alonso seems to struggle a little bit. Stroll is up there though, so he's kind of up there to pick up the pieces. So I think it won't be a complete disaster. I mean, we have to remember that team last year they won second to last in the championship, and right now they're actually fighting for pretty much second in the constructors championship. They this is a weekend that they're gonna struggle a little bit with. I mean, with the setup, with the new upgrades of the car, um, with the upgrades of the other cars, and the fact that, well, this car just doesn't seem to be that good at this circuit. So we're gonna have to see how this evolves. Stroll starting P6, Alonso P7, so that's the third and fourth row. So that's a bit farther back than we're used to. But as long as they get decent amount of points, I think it will be fine for them. Over 3,000 people watching. Hit that likes as well. Indeed, over 3,000 people watching. If one of you could hit the like button, it just takes a second. Just a second. I'll wait. And we can continue with the stream. Hit that like button. Yes, that corner of Spa is really dangerous. Hope it can change soon. It won't change soon. It already changed. It's not the fault of the corner, it's the fault of the drivers. So don't expect it to change, because yeah, it's not gonna. So once again, yeah, the stream is just starting, the F1 stream. Hold on. Gotta do the nose thing. There we go. Yeah, 10th race of the year with 10 corners. That's interesting. 3 DRS zones that are going to be active here from the get-go, unlike yesterday when we had to wait for the DRS zones to be activated due to the changes on, well, the changeable conditions. This time out, it's going to be just active from the get-go. Question: can Verstappen beat Ascari 305 consecutive laps led F1 record? How many does he have so far? What's the record right now? Because I don't think he has that many consecutive ones, does he? I mean, Mercedes were leading the race a few races ago. So the tire compounds for today are the 3 softest compounds, same as we've had all weekend long. So it's a C5, the C4, and the C3. The C5 is the soft, the C4 is the medium, and the C3 is the hard. So yeah, right now it's pretty cloudy, but it's not gonna rain. The starting grid, we have pit lane starts for Nick De Vries and Kevin Magnussen. So then in 18th place, we have Logan Sargent with Zhou Guanyu in P17. P16, we're going to have Yuki Tsunoda alongside Checo Perez in P15 with another fantastic qualifying for him. P14 for Valtteri Bottas alongside Oscar Piastri in 13th place on the second McLaren. Then it's going to be Ocon in 12th with George Russell in 11th place, and a bad qualifying for the Mercedes with Alex Albon starting in 10th place. Pierre Gasly will be in P9. Then in front of them, we have Nico Hülkenberg and Fernando Alonso in 7th place. Another pretty not good qualifier for him. Lance Stroll will be up ahead with a good session on Friday, yes, and Lewis Hamilton will be starting in 5th place with Lando Norris right in front in P4. Another great session for him here in Austria. Carlos Sainz in 3rd place. That is Charles Leclerc and Max Verstappen on the front row. A front row for the first time for Ferrari in a very long time, and once again, it's a great start for Lando Norris, who always manages to qualify great and to actually race great here as well at the Austrian circuit. He has got the podiums on all the last few seasons, pretty much, on the 2020, 2021, and I think also 2022 races. He's gone onto the podium. So let's hope that he can keep that streak going, and he can move up a few places. Yesterday he had a chance after qualifying great for the sprint race, but yeah, he fell down due to some problems there. Almost contact with the Red Bull of Checo Perez going into turn 3, and yeah, that pretty much made his race over. He got passed by 8 to 9 cars. He went down to P10, P11, and that was pretty much it for him. He made a little bit of a comeback, but then he stopped. He was one of the drivers who stopped for new tires. He had a great battle throughout the race with Charles Leclerc, with the Alpine of Esteban Ocon as well, but ultimately he did not finish the way he would have wanted to. So for the medium, for the starting tires, we have pretty much everyone on the medium apart from Alonso, Bottas, and I didn't see who was the last one. I think it was Zhou Guanyu. Do you notice that the track limits police took a break yesterday during the sprint race? Yeah, but the thing is, yeah, I did. I did. Any chance of rain? No, pretty much no chance of rain for today. Perez on P15? Yes, Perez on P15. No, nothing happened. He just did a very shit qualifying job. How many safety cars do you guys think there are going to be in this race? I mean, we've had a pretty easy season when it comes to that. Oh, 1 second. The possible strategies for this race are 2 stops, pretty much, from the medium to the hard to the medium, and for the medium to the hard to the hard. Let's see what those predictions actually become. They usually don't really correspond. They don't really correlate to what's going on track. But we're gonna have to wait and see about that one. 2 safety cars, people are saying. 2 safety cars here. Yeah, we've had a lot of races with, well, 2 races this year with no yellow flags. Like nothing. All green flag racing from start to end. It's been a pretty dull one from that point of view. But yeah, let's hope that it gets, I don't know, fixed. Yeah. If you're hyped for the race, if you're hyped for the commentary, if you're hyped for seeing what this circuit will bring us, make sure to leave a like, make sure to slap that motherfucking like button. And yeah, so we make sure that we have your support. It really does help us out, and yeah, we can get going with the race. The formation lap is underway. How many laps? 71 laps we're gonna have today. 71. I probably watch the replay tomorrow, but need the insights. Yeah, sure, no problem. The race start is always the most nervous part of the race. Dude, my leg is twitching. I feel it always here on the top of my stomach. I always feel it like burning when we're going to start a race. That's the anxiety, and that is all the cars lined up. The green flag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And we are racing. It's a clean getaway from Max Verstappen, who seems to be ahead of the Ferrari already going into turn 1. The Ferrari of Carlos Sainz goes around the inside, tries to get past his teammate Charles Leclerc, but doesn't manage to do so. That's a Mercedes of Lewis Hamilton right around the back. It was a clean start from him. Lando Norris is battling pretty much with the Aston Martin there of Fernando Alonso, who's already passed Lance Stroll. Stroll did not have a very good start. That's Alonso going around the inside into turn 3. That's him side by side with the Mercedes, with the McLaren. He gives way there. That's Kevin Magnussen, who seems to be around the back, probably spun. There was a momentary yellow flag at the back of sector 1. And that was Leclerc going side by side into turn 4. Oh, that's someone in the gravel. That's one of the AlphaTauris. That's Yuki Tsunoda, who went straight on into turn 4, just did not turn, and is going to have a troubling recovery drive. There's Nick de Vries also, who apparently had a bit of a problem. He's now behind Kevin Magnussen, who's a few seconds behind off the pace of the field. That's Max Verstappen still leading from Leclerc, who went for a lunge there into the turn 4. That's a safety car. Safety car has been deployed, perhaps because we have to clean the track. Yeah, clean the track off the gravel. So those of you who said 2 safety cars were already 50% there. First safety car of today before the start of lap 2. I've got damage, says Yuki. He's coming in. Let's see what happens there. Magnussen probably has damage as well. Yeah, he's on the pits as well. Same as Yuki. Let's see, Yuki Tsunoda, new front wing, new tires, hard compound tires for Yuki going in. Okay, so he's fine, and he's going along. Yeah, so they're cleaning up bits of carbon fiber. Bits of debris at turn 1. And yeah, bits of gravel as well. So that's bits of AlphaTauri. And there's a lot of people on the track as the safety car makes its way through turn 8. Yeah, turn 8 now. Okay, so far a bit of an eventful. Okay, so safety car through the pit lane. That's the most sensible choice. That's good. So far we had an insane start. So Leclerc was threatening Verstappen's first place. They're going into turn 4 on the first lap. But yeah, Verstappen managed to make it through. It was a bad start by Lance Stroll, who lost a few places. Let's see now a replay of the race start. We got the green flag, the lights went out. Immediately, Verstappen went super defensive there, going into turn 1, cutting across in front of Charles Leclerc to mark his territory. Then was Fernando Alonso going around the outside. Stroll took the inside line, and it was not a good one for him. We have the 2 Alfa Romeo struggling at the back. That's Valtteri Bottas, who probably had some contact there. Let's see, we're now watching a replay of him coming into the first corner. Did he touch with Oscar Piastri? Okay, so that's what happened with the front wing of Yuki Tsunoda going into turn 1. He went over the curve and touched the rear of another car. That was Zhou Wan Yu, or the Alpine. That was the Alpine. That was Pierre Esteban Ocon. Yeah, that was Ocon. He touched the rear of Ocon's Alpine, and he lost the front wing, pretty much half of it. That's the debris in turn 1, and that's why he had less braking coming into turn 4. He just did not have the downforce safety car in this lap, so we are going to finish this safety car, and we will be racing once again. Magnussen, that was good for Magnussen, good for Tsunoda as well, who caught the back end of the safety car queue, so they are, well, yeah, not as far away as one may think. Kevin Magnussen, though, going pretty slow. He may want to catch up to the safety car queue there, or perhaps it's just building up some temperature in the tires, knowing that everyone will bunch up as we get closer to turn 8, as Max Verstappen leads the field, and he tends to do. That's completely within the regulations, of course. He gets to munch up the field, and whenever he decides to go, we go. And remember, you cannot overtake unless you are across the line. Once you're across the line, you're free to continue racing, but right now they are at full racing speed as Max Verstappen continues pushing into turn 9 and across into turn 10. Let's see, no DRS as of yet. Lap 4 of 71, we come across the first corner, no incidents there on the safety car restart. We have Leclerc leading, Verstappen leading from Leclerc, Sainz, and then we have Lewis Hamilton in P4, then it's Lando Norris and Fernando Alonso, Nico Hülkenberg, Lance Stroll, Pierre Gasly, and Alex Albon in 10th place. We're going to see an overtake at the back. That's one of the Alpines trying to get past the Aston Martin of Lance Stroll. That's Pierre Gasly, yeah. Pierre Gasly trying to get past Lance Stroll for P8 into turn 4. Side by side they go once again. There's not a lot of space there. Yeah, they are being slow. Well, Stroll's being slowed down a little bit by Nico Hülkenberg, who made up one place from the race start. And yeah, that's Pierre Gasly putting on the pressure on the Aston Martin driver. What happened to Perez? A shit qualifying session once again. They are gonna come across the line very shortly now. That's no gap pretty much between Hülkenberg and the guys behind him. No DRS as of yet, so it's gonna be a bit trickier to overtake, but they need to get those moves done unless they want to start getting overtaken by the guys behind. That's Alex Albon trying to make a move on Pierre Gasly into turn 1. That's already that's already not good for the French driver. Max Verstappen, new fastest lap of the race, a 109.691. That's an extra point. Remember, lap 1, turn 1 reviewed, no further investigation, so nothing's gonna happen with the contact in turn 1 with everyone that happened. That's Checo Perez moving up a place in front of Ocon, going into turn 3 and into 4 right now. Let's see, Perez, Russell is up ahead for him, P11, and soon he will be able to get into the points. Where does one watch F1 live other than YouTube? On F1 TV. Let's go Albon. Albon P10 right now, holding on to that place and looking to attack Pierre Gasly up in front. So yeah, he's looking really good. He's killing it this season. He's really killing it. DRS enabled? Hell yeah, DRS has been enabled for this 6th lap of the race. Let's see now a replay of the overtake on the Alpine by Checo Perez. Yeah, around the inside, clean line onto turn 3. We're now on board with Kevin Magnussen. What happened there on the outside line of Yuki Tsunoda? Ooh, that was, yeah, he was pushed wide a little bit on turn 4. I don't know what's gonna happen there. Perhaps that's gonna be under investigation soon. We're now looking at, okay, DRS enabled with the sign now. Hold on. Catching up, there we go. Purple Sector 1 for Sargent. Yes, Purple Sector 1 for Sargent. We have our new quickest racer of the Formula 1. Yes. Sargent going for Piastri. Yeah, Sargent's not last. He's actually doing quite decent. 9/10 of a second to Oscar Piastri up ahead. That's a big gap right now. With how things stand, that's a bit of a big gap. The only over a second gaps we have right now are Leclerc to Verstappen. Norris team radio. Track limits again. Hamilton, that's the 3rd time. Okay, so there are gonna be some track limit citations, looks like, for Lewis Hamilton. Yeah, so as I was saying, the only over a second gaps we have right now is Leclerc to Verstappen, that's 1.7. It's Hamilton to Sainz, that's 1.9. That's Alonso to Norris, that's 2.1. And then it's Ocon to Perez, that's 1.1 seconds. Everyone else is within a second of each other, and that's just some great racing. Hamilton is what, 39 and well over his peak biology? Oh yeah, you're discussing about Hamilton again. You do just leave it alone. Don't engage in those kind of discussions in the chat. It's fine. You look like Ricardo. I took that as a compliment. Let's see right now, the two Ferraris fighting there on track. Carlos Sainz, who's had the upper hand pretty much every session other than Q3 of this weekend, looks to try and go round the outside on to turn 3. Not a move that he's been able to make right now. They seem to be free to fight, and yeah, Carlos wants to get past, but of course they have the same car, they have the same pace. It's not a pace advantage in the corners or in a straight line. We just lost the overtake. Yeah, Stroll just got past Nico Hülkenberg, and that's around the inside. Tries to go Pierre Gasly as well. Oh, battling with the Haas. The Haas trying to hold on position. He manages to do so through turn 6 into 7. The DRS is going to be enabled for Pierre Gasly this lap on the Alpine. The battle is for P8 right now as Stroll goes up into 7th place. Alonso on the hards, that's Tsunoda on the hards, Bottas on the hards, and Magnussen on the hards as well. Everyone else is on the mediums, just FYI. Carlos Sainz Team Radio, let me know for pace. I think you can see it. I don't need it to let you know, he says. Yeah, he's clearly letting everyone know that he's faster than his teammate and that he should be ahead. That's Zhou Wan Yu going into the pits, by the way. Rejoining, yeah, I don't know. I think they're retiring the car. Oh no, 5.3 second stop. Okay, so he's coming out. Let's see, Checo Perez is right on the back of George Russell as they come out of turn 4 into 5. Ooh, great defending from George Russell, blocking everywhere pretty much. Checo will have to force his way through. We're now watching a replay of the overtake that we missed. Oh, it was a switch and an inside line by Stroll. Yep. By Stroll as Nico Hülkenberg locked up on coming into turn 3. The data channel just turned off. What happened here? The data channel just turned off. Okay. Well, let's hope it's back soon. I don't know. Can you read chat in YouTube? No, I cannot read the chat. But it's going to get stuck there. Russell knows what he's doing. I think he will force his way through. Carlos Sainz Team Radio. Oh, and that is Checo Perez trying to get past. They are side by side with Russell. We stick to the plan. No, okay. So there's some drama there at Ferrari, but there's even more drama here with P11 as Checo Perez forces his way through. He's now in front of George Russell. And yeah, he is clear of the Mercedes. So the guy who said he's going to get stuck immediately regretted that. We're still getting the data updates. Yeah, but the data channel here on F1 TV is shut down now. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, okay, so it turned off. I don't know. It'll probably come back soon. I hope. Hülkenberg will drop once the Haas remembers they have horrid tire wear. Yeah, as soon as tire wear starts coming into the equation, Hülkenberg will drop like a stone. Race control. Carlos Sainz track the lap deleted. Norris Team Radio. Every time Hamilton goes off, please report it. I mean, he's going off every lap everywhere. I'm not going to talk the whole time. Oh, okay. So Norris got told every time Hamilton goes off, please report it. And Norris is like, yeah, he's going off all the time. I mean, I need to race. I don't need to be talking every single second on the radio. So Hamilton's racing a little bit dirty, let's say, not taking track limits very seriously. Let's see what comes from that. I'm sure the stewards will have taken notice of that as of now. We are now watching Pierre Gasly attempting an overtake on the inside of the Haas of Nico Hülkenberg. I want Chinese food. Okay, yeah, he managed to make it through. And now that's Pierre Gasly up into 8th place. Hamilton, lap time deleted at, doesn't say what lap, but it was deleted. Nico coming into the pits already. That's really early. Ryan, watch your own stream for the data. Just make sure to mute it so yeah, it doesn't echo. Yeah, it's good. It's good. I mean, the thing is, I like to have this one here, the data channel, because it shows the tire strategies, the live tires that they have, how long they've been on them, the pit stop times, the sector times. I know I can get, but that one's the thing I worry the least about. I mean, I've been streaming without tire data like this for, I don't know, 2 years before I started using it, so it's fine. I'm just gonna save some bandwidth probably, but yeah, it's just a data channel that's dead. I don't know. If anyone has F1 TV, please let me know. This car's slow, mate, says Hamilton. Okay. Black and white flag for Lewis Hamilton. That's the warning. The next one is a penalty. It's pretty much, dude, stop it. Stop it with the track limits. Yeah, that's now we're seeing a replay of that's Checo Perez overtaking Alex Albon, and Checo is up into 9th place already. Black and white flag for Lewis Hamilton. There we go. Official for track limits. Alonso, not bad on the hard. Yeah, for being the hard tire, he's doing quite okay. He's 3.5 seconds down on the McLaren though, but he's holding on to the pace. He's not being pushed by Stroll, by Gasly. Nick DeVries into the pits again. Hamilton radio. Okay, Lewis, so we now have a black and white flag for track limits at turn 10. I can't keep it on the track. The car won't turn. Yeah, Hamilton complaining about the shit car that he's been given by the shit team. Yellow flag on the sector 2. That's one of the Haases. Oh, that's Nico Hülkenberg. That's Nico Hülkenberg, who just came out of the pits. He stopped. Apparently, there's some smoke. Maybe the brakes, maybe the power unit. Let's see what's going on there. Nico, team radio. Lost power. Yeah, just that. A Ferrari engine exploding in Austria. That's not something that we are unfamiliar with. Remember last year. Science radio. Okay, guys, let me fight. Let me get Max Carlos is saying. The team does not let him overtake Charles Leclerc, and he is clearly faster. Yellow flags on the first and second sector, by the way, as we have Nico Hülkenberg stopped on the outside of turn 3. No, it doesn't look like it's going to be a safety car, no. Hamilton radio. Which corner is it? Turn 10 exit. VSC, by the way, is out. VSC for no one. VSC is out as Hamilton comes into the pits. So does Lando Norris to defend. Let's see. Everyone on the medium. Yeah, that's a good stop by. Oof. Not that good of a stop for McLaren. A double stack for McLaren there, apparently. Yeah. Decent stop for Gasly as well. Let's see, they're now fitting the bit of a regular stop by McLaren for Oscar Piastri. Everyone on the mediums pretty much is coming in, other than Verstappen, Leclerc, and Sainz, who did not get round to that part of the track yet. And Stroll didn't come in either. Neither did Checo Perez. Everyone else from Perez down is on the new hard tires. Black and white flag for Yuki Tsunoda for track limits once again. So the next one is going to be a penalty. Box. Carlos Sainz is coming in. So is Charles Leclerc. Both of them are coming in. They seem to be double stacking. So there's not going to be an overtake during the safety car as well for either of them. I was hoping, well, perhaps they get Carlos in first and then Leclerc, and then perhaps someone screws with the stop. Oh, a very slow stop there for... Oof, a very slow stop there. Oh, Alonso comes in as well. A very slow stop for the first Ferrari and the second Ferrari as well, which means Carlos Sainz had to wait there in the pit lane a little bit. That lost a lot of time, and not enough, though, for Alonso to catch him because he was coming in a little bit later. There was a bit of a gap there. Carlos Sainz with a 4.5-second stop. That's definitely not good for Ferrari too. Bad stops there as Lando Norris and Lewis Hamilton overtake the Ferrari of Carlos Sainz. So that was a big screw-up moment for Ferrari as we are racing once again. That's a bit of a That's a bit of front wing, flopping off one of the Alfa Romeos. I think that's that's Zhou Guanyu. No, that's Valtteri Bottas, yes. Side by side, they go. The Alpine tries to get past the Alpine of Pierre Gasly, as we're now seeing Kevin Magnussen overtake them. And who is that? That's Alonso overtaking the AlphaTauri of Yuki Tsunoda there. We just got straight back into racing. We were too caught up on the pit lane. There's a lot of action going on track. That's Kevin Magnussen, that's Pierre Gasly, Valtteri Bottas, all fighting for position right now. Kevin Magnussen's up ahead. Pierre Gasly's attacking Kevin Magnussen. Bottas lost 2 places right there. George Russell's right on the back of the 2 with Alex Albon on the back as well. Science Team Radio, guys, come on. Why we don't stay out? Come on, they lost 2 places there. Yeah, Carlos Sainz definitely not happy so far this weekend and this year as well with Ferrari. They just keep clowning and screwing everything up. I just cannot believe it. Everything's going wrong here. Hello, radio check, radio check. Radio check, radio check. Radio check. Radio check, radio check. Okay, that's good. Yeah, everything went wrong with my computer. All the peripherals disconnected, my mouse, my headphones, my microphone, the data channel was gone. It was gone again. So, well, now it's definitely gone, the data channel. I'm just gonna come back here and continue as if nothing happened. Okay, new fastest lap of the race for Charles Leclerc. We're now watching a replay of George Russell in P11 overtake Valtteri Bottas there on the inside of turn 4. Bottas with the unplayed bit just hanging on there. I don't think that's dangerous though. We'll have to see. Now watching a replay of what happened on the pits. Oh my god, they almost crashed. They almost crashed. That's definitely an unsafe release for Esteban Ocon with who almost collided with Logan Sargent. Oof. Hamilton got a 5-second penalty. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. I said it, but I don't think you guys could hear me right now. That puts him on P7. That's Yuki Tsunoda with another penalty. 5 seconds for him as the Alpine of Pierre Gasly gets past Yuki Tsunoda and is up into 8th place. Alonso not with a lot of pace though. 5 seconds off Lando Norris right now. Ocon Team Radio. He has front wing damage, Bottas. It's going to fall off. Yeah, that's what needed to report that to the stewards. Who wants him to pit. Okay, so yeah, a lot of racing in the midfield right now. We're once again we're watching the fight of Magnussen, Albon, Ocon, Bottas. Right now, Stroll, Piastri as well. All of them fighting for, well, P11 down. Carlos Sainz just got past Lewis Hamilton side by side. We are now watching DRS is open for Carlos Sainz. Is he gonna keep it the outside line into turn 4? He does, and he gets that position back from Lewis Hamilton up into 4th place for Carlos Sainz with an amazing weekend he's been having so far. P11 for Magnussen. He overtakes Albon overtakes Magnussen into turn 4. Magnussen keeps that position back up into P11 for him. The Williams drops down to P12 with Ocon right at the back of the 2. The Alpine is in 13th place right now. And this is some great racing as they come into turn 7, turn 8 as well. Carlos Sainz, we're now looking at a replay. I cannot speak fast enough and the cameras cannot switch fast enough to show all the action. Okay, we're now looking at the overtake we missed on Hamilton by Carlos Sainz on the inside of turn 3. Then they went side by side as Hamilton took the inside line. Hamilton had him there, but the DRS, both with DRS, but Carlos Sainz just had a bit more straight line speed. Hamilton Team Radio. They can just brake so much later than me. Yeah, complaining about the car. That's Carlos Sainz going for the overtake on Checo Perez around the outside. Oh my god, what a move! What a move! Holy, around the outside of Perez, that's Carlos Sainz onto the podium. Whew. On the outside of a Red Bull. Fastest lap of the race. Down the inside of Alex Albon on... Oh, that's Gasly past the Alpine of Lance Stroll. Oh, he's gonna go past Ocon as well. He goes past Magnussen, sorry. Ocon goes past Magnussen as well. He's going to get the Williams of Alex Albon now very shortly. Whew. 2 places made up in one corner just by taking the inside line of the outside of turn 4. My God, what a race. Yeah, Max Verstappen's just 15 seconds ahead of Leclerc. Granted, he didn't stop, but still. Will Sainz get a podium or his face position 5th? I think he will get the podium. I think he will get the podium, and I think he will get Leclerc as well. That's Albon getting past Yuki Tsunoda, Stroll getting past Magnussen. The fight continues on with those guys, yeah, from P10 down to P14. They're all really close to each other. Hamilton radio. Yeah, Perez went off at turn 10. If they're dishing out these things out, they might as well know. So drivers, everyone's snitching on each other. Yeah, Perez went wide, so he needs to get penalized. Well, warned, at least. That's just fair. Hamilton's extremely close to Perez. Perez doesn't seem to have the pace anymore. What's going on with Checo Perez? He's losing ground to the Ferrari. He's now losing to the Mercedes. And who's at the back of them? That's Lando Norris. Black and white flag for Carlos Sainz as well for track limit. So Carlos Sainz as black and white flag. The next one is a penalty. As things stand, everyone, I mean, as long as you race cleanly. Oh, that's, yeah. Ooh, that's Carlos. That's Checo braking a little bit later than Lewis Hamilton. That's how he keeps that position for now. That's Lance Stroll fighting Yuki Tsunoda up into 12th place for him. What's going on, Stroll, though? He was really up there in the points, and now he's battling there for P13 at the back of the field. Carlos Sainz team radio. Yeah, they just told him about the penalty, well, the possible penalty if he continues to exceed the track limits. That's Stroll up into 12th place past Yuki Tsunoda. That's Magnussen up to 14th place past Oscar Piastri, sorry. Red Bull needs to pit soon. Yeah, those tires are just nowhere. Those tires are just nowhere. Sainz now flirting with the track limits, police. Yeah. That's Hamilton once again trying to get past Checo on the inside. That's Oscar Piastri coming into the pits. Hamilton radio. Perez completely off at turn 10. Has he got a penalty yet? Nope, not yet, Lewis, not yet. Let me see if I can open the data channel again, or if everything will explode. Data channel. Braces for impact. Lowers the resolution. Okay, I think that's fine. Can you guys hear me still? Everything's slowing down. Pit lane incident involving Sargent and Ocon is under investigation. That was the very, very, very unsafe release. That's Valtteri Bottas getting past Oscar Piastri. That's Yuki Tsunoda losing places. Is he coming into the pits? Yes, he is. Hamilton complaining once again about turn 10. Oh, Yuki's serving a penalty, okay. That's Max Verstappen coming in. Let's see where he comes out. Is it going to be in front or behind Leclerc? I think that's going to be close. No, yeah, that's behind. That's behind Carlos Sainz, perhaps even. Depends on how well Carlos takes turn 1. Yeah, that's behind both of the Ferraris. That's behind both of the Ferraris. Ocon, penalty. 5 seconds for exceeding track limits, right? Yep, 5-second penalty for unsafe release. Okay, for the unsafe release, there we go. That's for the unsafe release. There we go. The record is safe. The record is safe indeed. Leclerc and Sainz are both in front of Max Verstappen. Max is really at the back of Carlos Sainz now with fresh, hard rubber. Let's see what's going on there. Perez, box. Perez is coming in. Has Checo Perez? Well, that just answered your question. Checo's coming in this lap. Yep. Now into the pits. Norris is passed. Alonso's passed. Gasly will be very soon. DRS open for Max Verstappen as he comes very close to the overtake around the inside. Around the outside he goes. I want Chinese food. Oof, the inside line for Max Verstappen. Yep, that's Verstappen up in front. Carlos Sainz trying to defend into turn 4, but I don't think he's going to have enough to make the move done. Will the streak be broken? Yeah, it's already broken. Chinese food. Yeah, I want Chinese food. Is there a problem with that? Haven't had breakfast yet. Esteban Ocon losing place to Checo Perez. Perez past Ocon and into 10th place. Someone must be hungry. Just call the takeaway. Yeah, I might. Depends if I have lunch alone today or someone comes home. You like eating dogs? No, I don't. Indian food is better than Chinese. We don't have Indian food here. Okay, so yeah, that's Leclerc leading a full lap. Leclerc leading from Verstappen, then it's Carlos Sainz at the back. Lewis Hamilton, Lando Norris, Fernando Alonso, Pierre Gasly, then it's Russell, Albon, Perez, Albon in the danger zone now by being overtaken by Perez around the inside into turn. What's that? Turn 3, right? Yeah, in the inside of turn 3, Checo Perez makes an easy move of that hard tires. Yeah, he's up into 9th place. Joe past Kevin Magnussen shows up into 14th place there. Overtake on the turn 3 to turn 4 in the arrest rate. DRS open for, that's Lewis Hamilton on, no, that's Lewis Hamilton, but on who? Oh no, that was Lando Norris. Oh my god, why did I think it was a Mercedes there? Yeah, that was Lando Norris with DRS on Lewis Hamilton. There we go. Chasing Hamilton for 4th place, and Alonso's 5 seconds back on them. On the inside, oh, a bit of late braking by Hamilton, almost looking up. DRS open for Norris. He goes around the inside, around the outside now. Can he brake later? He can, and he gets past and is up into 4th place. Lando Norris is up ahead. Yeah, this McLaren is insane. I mean, I don't know if it's Norris who's almost always great here, but yeah, I don't know. Perhaps that McLaren is just extremely fast. I mean, we may see the McLaren be faster than the Mercedes and faster perhaps also than the Aston Martin right now. At least at this circuit, that seems to be the case, the new upgraded McLaren. We'll have to see about next race. We're now watching Carlos Sainz get a penalty. Carlos Sainz with a 5-second penalty. Right now, that's Norris onto the podium. Well, 4/10 of the podium. Piastri says different. Piastri does not have the new car. The new cars only... Norris has only got the new car. Filipino food is much better than both Indian and Chinese foods combined. We don't have that either. We have Chinese food, and I want Chinese food. That's all we have, dude. Lando podium, I mean, right now he's a second off the podium, but if he can keep it close to Carlos Sainz and things stay as they are, yes, that could be the podium. Alonso now catching up, by the way, a second closer to Hamilton than he was before. That's race control. Tsunoda's investigated for failing to serve a penalty correctly. Once again, with the failing to serve a penalty correctly. Oh my god. We'll have to watch a replay of that one to see what's really going on. We're now on board with Checo Perez, who makes an easy job of overtaking George Russell into turn 3. And yeah, I mean, unless... that's the DRS open for Russell. Let's see if he can get him back. But with the fresher tires, I think it's going to be easier to, outbrake him into turn 4 and then continue to race ahead. Oh, Yuki Tsunoda didn't sit stationary for 5 seconds, probably. Okay, we're now looking at what's going on with Carlos Sainz. Oh yeah, the penalty. He went wide, over the wide lines at turn 9. Not at turn 10, but at turn 9, yes. I think track limits penalties shouldn't be a thing on the race. I mean, they should be a thing on qualifying, but on the race, I don't know. Max still holding on to the fastest lap. Yes, he is. So far, he is. Lando Norris team radio. And you'll hate me, but we must be within track limits every lap. There's so much going on here. He gets told. Yeah, if Lando manages to keep it clean, he may gain 1 or 2 places as things stand. I mean, Hamilton, if he gets overtaken by Hamilton's got a 5-second penalty he still has to serve. So if he finishes within 5 seconds of both Sainz and Hamilton, he's on the podium. Charles Leclerc radio. Degradation higher than expected. We are thinking 3 stops, and Leclerc just answers with no. No, we're not doing that. No. DRS soon to open for Max. Yeah, he's within 1.7 of Leclerc. Black and white flag for track limits. Waved at Alex Albon. Albon has Ocon and Stroll still behind them. Yeah, no. Not a 3-stop apparently for Leclerc. The thing is, no one's taking the fastest lap from Verstappen because every single lap time gets deleted for exceeding track limits. I may close the data channel. It's giving me a lot of problems today. I don't know. Yeah. The Albon train. Well, it's yeah, I wouldn't say it's the Albon train. It's just two cars that are struggling to overtake. Yeah, but let's see what comes from that. Right now, we're watching out Leclerc. Max Verstappen's within a second now. DRS is open. Let's see if we see a move happen. Change of the lead right now. Let's see. Alonso. Okay. Alonso has asked the radio if plan A is still the best, and he got told yes, plan A is still the best. Okay, so everyone's switching plans. Plan B, 2-stop, 3-stop for Ferrari. Alonso may go from, I don't know, the hards to the mediums to the hards, perhaps. So a 2-stop is in place there. That's Checo Perez overtaking Pierre Gasly and Max Verstappen not overtaking Charles Leclerc so far. So far. Okay, let's see. Across the start finish line, the DRS open once again. This one's much closer, 0.3 of a second. Is Max Verstappen going to go for the overtake in turn 1? I don't think he is. And no, he does not. He's probably going to go into turn 3 or, well, yeah, past turn 3. He's got the pace. He just needs the patience. Just need a little patience. Album 5-second penalty. Oh my god. Yeah, well, that's good for the guys behind him. And that's Max Verstappen into the lead on the outside of turn 3, just as I said. Yep. And that's Max Verstappen definitely up in front. And into turn 4, there's no change of the lead. There's no, well, actual movement there. New race leader. Okay, let me reload this right now real quick. My audio was like 5-6 seconds off. Okay, good. Max is just too fast, yeah. Norris time deleted track limits. Oh, that may be a big problem for Lando Norris if he continues to exceed the track limits like that. Oh, Piastri's about to get lapped. Yeah, he just got lapped by Max Verstappen. Magnussen's off again. Yeah, the breeze pushed him off. Yeah, just left him no room. No room whatsoever. Kevin Magnussen was not in the wrong there. I think that was Nick de Vries's doing. Five-second penalty for Alex Albon. Yep, we already saw that. That Red Bull is flying. Yes, already 2 seconds ahead of Leclerc. That's insane. Stroll black and white flag. Oh my god. Who is not getting a penalty? That's easier. Come on. Alonso is closing in on Hamilton. Still, Hamilton losing DRS to Norris. Remember, he was on the overtake a few laps ago. Well, now he's 1.5 seconds behind. That's Alonso, 2.8 behind Hamilton. Are we going to see another Alonso-Hamilton battle on track here? I'm all for that. Norris and Hamilton on the hards. That's Alonso and Perez on the medium. Lance Stroll coming in. Let's see. He's going for the undercut. Hard tires going on for Stroll. New hards going on for Stroll. Good stop. Oh my god, Alex Albon was just talking with his race engineer on the radio. The race engineer did not tell him anything about the track limits before he got the penalty. Not about the flag, not about the track limits exceeding, not about the reports, not about anything. So Albon is pretty livid right now. He's sitting right now in 10th place within a second of Ocon, so that's a position already lost. And then Sargent is in P12. Williams is looking really good this race. P10 and P12 right now. Well, actually P11, P12. That's the 6th fastest car. That's extremely good for Williams. A team on the up, definitely. Last stop for Stroll. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the last stop for Stroll. They were going for plan A. That's Nick de Vries coming into the pits as well. Toto Wolff had to go talk to Hamilton personally to the pit wall to calm him down because Hamilton's extremely upset about the penalty, apparently. Well, Red Bull only has a medium to fit, while Ferrari has only a hard to fit. So Perez and the Ferraris, we may see them coming together on track. Alonso now, well, Perez is getting closer to Alonso. Let's say that Alonso is to Hamilton. Alonso is getting closer to Hamilton as well. It was 2.8, now it's 2.3. Nick de Vries, penalty. Honestly, by the time we're done, I'll just have to wait until everything gets sorted out, and then I'll tell you the rundown because I have no idea who's on the points and who's not. Let's see, Hamilton. Has anyone else got penalties yet? Oh my god. Lewis, you're all gonna get penalties in front of you, all of them, so keep going. Yeah, Hamilton's just, dude, just focus on your race, come on. So much, I mean, I usually don't talk anything about Hamilton, but today's been so much whining. Just stop it, dude. Alonso 2 seconds to Hamilton now. Perez 2.5 to Alonso. You get a penalty. You get a penalty. Yeah, everyone's getting a penalty, of course. Hamilton, don't cry, just drive, man. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, dude, just focus on the driving. You were doing great. You were doing great. Stop getting. Yeah, focus on the racing. Nick de Vries and Kevin Magnussen. We're now looking at the replay. Yep. I don't know from when this replay is, but that's clearly a replay. Oh, that's, yeah. Norris going really wide there. Norris missed this braking point, and that's just a warning for track limits violation. What? He missed this braking point. This is insane. This is insane. Let's see, Hamilton now 1.2 seconds to Norris. So I think Norris is slowing down because Hamilton is shrinking the gap to Norris, almost within the DRS now once again, but Alonso's almost within the DRS of Hamilton and Perez almost within the DRS of Alonso. So either everyone's driving faster or Norris is driving a little bit slower and backing everyone up a little bit. So it's one or two. Okay, drivers yet to serve the penalty. Sainz, Hamilton, Ocon, Albon, and de Vries. 5 drivers yet to serve the penalties. That's Ocon with a very slow stop. I don't know what happened there. There's just going to be a few positions. An 11-second stop. He didn't have a penalty. Norris, box. Yeah, even with the penalty, you're going to do a better stop than Alpine. Ocon didn't have a penalty. No. Oh, yeah, he did. He did have a penalty. Yeah, forget about it. But still, that's a 7-second stop after the penalty. Gasly, track limits, penalty. Again, really, my God. Gasly under investigation, by the way. Not a certain penalty yet. Let's see. Sergio Perez is chasing down Lewis Hamilton. Fernando Alonso going around the inside into turn 3 and making the move. An easy one. That's Norris, that's Russell, that's Albon, all reacting to the stop, and they're all pitting. Clean stop for George Russell. I think it was a clean stop for Alex Albon as well. Let's see. It's not yet been conducted, but looks like. I mean, it's been so far at least. 8.8. Okay, that was not a good stop. 8.8 second stop. That's the Gasly penalty. There we go. Now it's official. Everyone gets a penalty. Hamilton comes into the pits. Box, box, box. He's going to serve the penalty now. Piastri into the pits as well. Overcut. Is Alonso going to overcut, or are they going to try and undercut Alonso? He's got a penalty and Alonso doesn't, so that's also a thing. Okay, so they served the penalty, and now he's off. An 8.9 second stop. Oh yeah, Albon's 8.8 second stop was because of the penalty, of course. My God, I keep forgetting that everyone has a penalty. So it was not a bad stop from Albon. It was a good stop. It's a pretty good stop. It's hard to keep track, guys. It's hard to keep track. Due to penalty, Sargent is going to win this race. Fuck yes. P9 for Logan now. P9. I don't know who's got a penalty or who doesn't right now. But Russell just got past Logan Sargent. That's all I know. Okay, so I know why I thought now the McLaren looked like the Mercedes, because from the cockpit view with the graph on the halo, it hides the only orange part you can actually see from the headrest view. So that's why I thought it was a Mercedes, because it was all black. F1 is a joke. Yes. Yes. And that's Sargent going into the pits. Sargent comes in. Oh, that's Lando Norris trying to defend from Pierre Gasly. Gasly 0.6 of a second behind Norris, going for the attack. Yeah, Alonso's already lost 4.3 seconds to Perez. Whew. It's a big difference. Let's see, we're now watching a replay of Alonso getting overtaken by... Bottas. Was Bottas lapped? Yeah, Bottas was lapped. Yeah, Alonso needs to stop now. I mean, those tires are... Okay, he's stopping now. Good. New tires, new mediums, that is. And he's going to the end of the race now. I wonder how much time he lost on that one. And is Hamilton coming there? Is he gonna get the move done? No. Okay, so Alonso's ahead of Hamilton now. Alonso's ahead of Hamilton. He went for the overcut. And that's Pierre Gasly also coming in. Yeah, Alonso not one of the only drivers not to have had a penalty yet. That's Carlos Sainz coming in as well. Carlos Sainz, let's see. He fits a new set of hearts apparently. Penalty. Waiting 5 seconds. And go. Okay. 9.4. That's a bit slower than the stops of Albon and who was it? Norris, I think it was as well. Oh, Lando is ahead now of Carlos Sainz on track due to that 5 seconds. Yeah, okay, no, Norris is one of the only drivers as well who hasn't got a penalty yet, I think. Yeah. Did Max get a penalty? Max did not get a penalty so far, I think. I honestly have no clue, dude, at this point. That's Carlos Sainz trying to go around the outside of turn 4. Oh, what a move! I think he's gonna get it done. Yes, he does. Oh my god. Oh my god. That was... Whew. Is it hot here or is it just me? Yeah, an overtake for P4 on turn 4 around the outside for Carlos Sainz. My god, what a move. Holy hell, what a move by Sainz. Yeah, Leclerc radio. What? That was way too Italian. I had no clue of what they said. We are waiting to the end of the race. That's what I heard. Okay. Sure. Like Max has hard tires, but he's still able to clear a monster gap to Leclerc. That's 14 seconds to Leclerc. That's huge. Box. Leclerc's coming in. Leclerc is coming in from P2 right now. DRS open for Lando Norris, who manages to keep Carlos Sainz in touch there. Let's see. Leclerc stops. New set of hards. A decent stop for him. 2.5. Yeah, a good stop for him. Why would they pit? Because he needs to pit. I have no idea who's stopped and who's not so far. Like, no idea. Magnussen, track limits, black and white flag. Checo now P21. What? Oh, 1-2 by Verstappen. P21, my god. Norris again. Norris catching, that's catching Carlos Sainz once more into turn 4. Is he gonna try and go for the overtake? I mean, if he just keeps his pace and keeps the place, he can force a mistake later on from his ex-teammate. Remember when those two worked together? They worked so great together. Oh my god, I miss Carlos Sainz at McLaren. Sorry, I meant to say P2. Yeah, I thought you were like, okay, yeah, he's so slow that everyone lapped him and people think he's P2, but it's actually P20 over 1, P21. Like Latifi did last year. My god, I miss Latifi. I miss Latifi so much. DRS open for Lando Norris. There's a new fastest lap of the race. Gets set by him while respecting track limits. A 108.739. There was reliability issues and the cars won't please. Wasn't PCC2 drive so much, so there's hardly any drivers making mistakes anymore. No great, dramatical, decent school race. Okay, yeah, whatever. Way too much text. Max Verstappen comes in for his final stop. Medium tires. He's out. Does he have the gap? He may have the gap. Okay, so there's a potential for a little bit of rain towards the end of the race. Potential for a little bit of rain to the end of the race. So we may not see some rain, and if we start to see some rain, it may not be enough to force people to stop. Where's Hülkenberg? Probably taking a nap now. He's been out for, I don't know, 40 laps. Gonna get me some Chinese food at the end of this. Yeah, the gap from Alonso to Hamilton stayed the same, and Alonso's not catching up to Norris anymore. Oh, a big lock up there by Nick de Vries into turn 3. Perez coming in, box. Perez right now is on P2. Let's see where he really is once he's made his final stop. Is he going to get ahead or behind Alonso by the end of this? No, I think it's going to be clearly ahead of Alonso. Yeah, clearly ahead of Alonso, like 8 seconds ahead of Alonso. Let's see. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so Norris is up ahead for Checo Perez, who's trying to make up some places, perhaps get a podium. Jose, my co-commentator here in the chat. Checo set for the end of the race. He is set for the end of the race indeed. Perez is on the hard tires. As a new fastest lap gets set by Mr. Verstappen at 108.150. Has Hamilton served the penalty? I think he has. Yes, he did. Yes, he did when he stopped. Yeah. He has to, and he stopped. So yeah, he did. The tire whisperer Perez. Perez. Yeah, so much. I mean, he needs to be a bit of a. He's also a pace whisperer. It goes very slow. Hamilton radio. Give me one reason, Hamilton says. Give me one reason why. Fart of the day goes to Ryan. No, I didn't fart. Hamilton's whining on the radio. Why didn't everyone get like are the stewards having a picnic, or are they giving away more penalties because more people are going off? Yeah, we know, dude. We know that they are giving penalties. Just drive, dude. Just focus on the driving. We take care of the rest. New fastest lap by Checo Perez at 108.111. Sneeze of the day goes to Ryan F1. I didn't sneeze either, but I would gladly take that one. I burped a few times. I don't know if you guys noticed. I was pretty low key. 18 laps remaining. Yeah, there's not much going on right now. But yeah. Hamilton about to sign a new contract as a steward for F1. Oh my god. Maximum penalties. Yuki Tsunoda penalty. Another penalty. Carlos Sainz radio. Okay, so we're talking about discussing about the pace and the gap to Lando Norris, and then another penalty for Nick de Vries, for Yuki Tsunoda, sorry, who's already second to last in this race. Yeah, okay, so the battle between Gasly, Albon, and Ocon has extended. There's no battle anymore there. Checo Perez is getting closer to Norris. Norris is very close to Carlos Sainz. 6 tenths of a second is the gap between those two. And then at the back, yeah, Piastri's at the back. Zhou is ahead of Bottas at least. I was talking about too much front wing, so they seem to be slow on the straights. That's what's going on with Alfa Romeo. Williams is looking great, P11 and P13. I mean, that I think that puts Logan Sargent up one place in the championship, doesn't it? Even though that's no points, I think that's still pretty decent. Or no, he's the only driver without points. Yeah, no, he's the only driver without points. He's not gonna get any positions there. Let me see. Oh well, perhaps I had him Nick DeBris. Perhaps I had him Nick DeBris. Sure. Checo, yeah, still catching up. 1.6 now the gap to Norris. Perez radio, stay on the track limits. We cannot afford a penalty here. Entry turn 10, exit turn 10 are the main concerns for track limits. Yeah, if he gets a penalty, his race is over. He will never make a 5-second gap to Sainz in time. That's Stroll coming in for his final stop. 2.6, a good stop. Some mediums for him. Told you he was cutting turn 10. No, he got told to not do it because just like, okay, dude, we need to be careful around that. Like, if you say to someone, okay, dude, do not steal. Told you he was stealing. You have to tell him not to steal because he was stealing. No, it's just something you have to not do. Lando Norris with the DRS. That's Checo Perez with the DRS as well. Both getting close and closer to Carlos Sainz, who has a back marker up ahead, so he needs to get past him very dramalessly, let's say. That's on the inside. Checo Perez goes on the inside of turn 4. Lando Norris gets overtaken. He loses the position. Lando down into P5. That's Checo Perez up into 4th place. Sergio Perez is in P4. Then it's Carlos Sainz a second ahead. I think he can get it. I think he can get it. The podium, I mean. Perez in the podium. Who would have thought? It's been a while, hasn't it? It's been a while. When was the last time we had Checo on the podium? Let's see. Racing. Okay, so not in Canada. Not in Spain. Not in Monaco. Okay, so in the USA. So that was, yeah, a long time ago. A long time ago. And that's, yeah, Sergio Perez trying to overtake, well, to catch up to Carlos Sainz, just not overtaking him yet. Perhaps he will do so in the start-finish straight. He had no 3 races ago. Yeah, well, 1, 2, 3. 3 races ago, yeah. 1, 2, 3. No, 3 races ago was Monaco, so 4 races ago. Round 5. It's been a while. That's good for him for the championship. Perez, Sainz moving under braking, he says. I don't really think so, but let's see. He's going to get the overtake done this lap. Either way. Into turn 1. Okay. 4/10 the gap between the two as they come into turn 2. DRS wide open. Can he get the move done around the inside? Around the outside he goes. Into turn 3. Let's see on the run into turn 4. DRS open once again for both of them. Oh, DRS, yeah, that was a very good move. A very interesting move. That saved them. Kevin Magnussen pretty much saved the position there for one more lap at least, as Carlos Sainz got DRS and just could not get overtaken by Checo Perez. Lap 15 out of 71, we have 12 laps to go. It's probably about 15 minutes pretty much to the end of this race. And yeah, there's just no lapped cars up ahead. So this lap, I don't think there's much of a chance that Carlos can keep the position. The RS open around the outside. Oh, they almost touch into turn 3. I don't know if there was contact or not. Same move as last time. On the run into take 4, he gets a better line. Sergio has the RS. No, the RS. The RS for Carlos Sainz to manage to keep it ahead once again for an extra lap. My God, around the inside goes Sergio. Oh, the side-by-side through turn 5 into turn 6. I think that's Carlos gonna keep the position. Yep, that Carlos keeping the position for one extra lap at least. My God, yeah, because on the DRS detection point coming into turn 3, Checo was slightly ahead. He almost had the overtake done, so that's why Carlos had DRS going into turn 3. Going into turn 4, sorry. That was an interesting move. Black and white flag for car 2. That's Logan Sargent for track limits. Let's see Carlos Sainz once again, team radio. He pushed me off the track, yeah, with the contact that they almost had last lap. Oh, once again, Checo. Dude, Checo, you need to be behind going into turn 3. Carlos is going to get the DRS once again. Yeah. That's not smart racing. Come on, dude. Yeah. Sergio gets past going into turn 3, like a little bit, just the nose. My God. Not smart. No, definitely not smart racing. Lap 61 of 50. It's lap 57, not 59. No, it's lap 61, dude. It's way past that. Let's see. Perez, can he get it this lap? Is he gonna do the same? No, he did not do the same this time. Okay, so he's gonna have DRS. Checo's gonna have DRS. Yep, DRS open for Sergio Perez as he goes around the inside, around the outside. And he's in front going into turn 4. Ahead of the Ferrari is Carlos Sainz gonna get him back. Side by side they go, and no, that's Checo up in front. Sergio Perez gets that position and is up into the podium. My God. Oh, Leclerc's too far up the road. Yeah, he's definitely too far up the road. I mean, and there's a lot of back markers in the way as well, which may give the DRS to Checo Perez. That may be something that he uses to close the gap, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Let's see. I don't think Leclerc has to stop again. That fight might have saved Leclerc. Yeah, I think it might have. Because Checo Perez took like 5 more laps than he should have to make that overtake. Well, not 5, but 4. And yeah, that's 4 less laps that he has to catch Leclerc. We're now on board with Stroll. What's going on? Oh, it's really close to Alex Albon for a point. Does he have the DRS? Yeah. Yeah, no, the straight line speed. Oh, well, the Williams, the thing is, it's got such less downforce that such little downforce that it's a very slippery car, and this is a very straight line speed circuit, so it's really good for it. Carlos Sainz complaining about the Checo Perez intimidating him a lot. I mean, I think that was just racing. I don't know. Let's see, the DRS for Stroll. I don't think he's going to be able to do it. This lap, at least. Let's see, going into turn 3. Give Max a 20-second penalty. Dude, he's 22 seconds ahead. He will still win. If they gave Max a 30-second penalty, 30 seconds, being lap 64.71, that would put him 8 seconds behind. I think he could still win it. And that is Stroll going around the outside into turn 4. Yep, getting that move done. Almost touched, but I don't think they did. P10 for Lance Stroll there. Yeah, not a stellar weekend for Aston Martin, but I think they are doing fine. I mean, both cars in the points. What more can you ask for? They also got some points yesterday at the sprint race. I think it's fine. Yeah, so it's 5 points for Stroll, 4 points for Alonso. Yeah, some decent points for the team. I mean, when a bad weekend is pretty much, well, we didn't get a podium, means it's pretty good. Hamilton and Russell, yeah, I mean, they still, even though they have struggled with pace and such, I think they're doing pretty decently as well. I mean, they got some points yesterday, some points today. Oh no, yesterday they didn't get any points. Well, Russell got a point, but that's pretty much it. Yeah, I mean, it's an okay day for them. It's a very, very, very good day for Ferrari. Ferrari right now are sitting for third in the Constructors' Championship, and as things stand, I think they will be very close to overtaking Aston Martin if they keep that pace up. Perhaps next week, perhaps next race or the race after that. If results continue being what they are, I'm sure they can get them because they have 2 cars well into the points. As Bottas, Magnussen, Tsunoda, and Piastri battling it out for the slowest car of the race weekend. That's Lewis Hamilton trying to lap those. Logan Sargent with a penalty. My God, Sargent has a penalty that would drop him down behind Joe. We're now watching a battle for P19. Okay. Sargent penalty, yeah, no. It's Sev's birthday tomorrow? Is it Sev's birthday tomorrow? Oh, that's nice. 36, damn. So young still. Such little hair. I miss him. I honestly do miss him. Such a great driver. Such a great personality. They hit Sargent. Oh, rah! 5 laps to go to the end of this race. Lap 67 and 71. Guys, remember to subscribe to the channel. Yeah, of course. Oh, shit. I forgot. I didn't say anything, I think, all weekend long. I'm a little bit rusty with this. Guys, if you enjoyed the stream, make sure to leave a like. Make sure to show us that you enjoyed it. It helps us out. It's free. I mean, you don't have to do anything to like. You don't have to. You have to be logged in. That's pretty much it. Then you can like the stream if you enjoyed it. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to also subscribe. Yeah, that's really good. That would really help us out as well, so you don't miss any of our future streams or any of our future content. Kevin Magnussen got a 5-second penalty, by the way. Yeah, that's all the announcements. Also, if you want to, you can give us a tip, a donation there in the chat. We're exceeding track limits for Norris a little bit there, but I don't think it's a white and black flag yet for him. I think he's got a bit of leeway there when it comes to track limits. Yeah, he clearly went over the line. But I was saying, yeah, so if you feel like you want to give us a little tip for the weekend, make sure you can donate there on with a super chat there. It's greatly appreciated. And yeah, let's watch the rest of the race as we now see Magnussen with the RS being overtaken by Yuki Tsunoda. Why do those cars look so slow? I mean, they're going super fast, but they look so slow. Why? Antonio Hernandez, hello, brother, hello. You're just in time to watch the end of the race. Can Checo gets past Charles? It's 2 laps to do 13 seconds. So no, he cannot. If it was Verstappen, perhaps he could get close, like to 6 seconds, but I don't think he can overtake. No. Not enough time, not enough laps. Start to cool the tires, Verstappen gets told. And he says, no, I prefer to push. Hey, Jose, thank you so much for your donation, dude. Helps us out a ton. You're a legend. Thank you so much for your support, dude. You're always here. You're always helping in the chat. And yeah, it's greatly appreciated. Verstappen coming in. Verstappen's coming in. 23 seconds to the end. To Charles Leclerc, and they think they can get a pit stop in. They're moving everything press related to the side in the pit box. He wants to get an extra point. My God. So soft tires for Max Verstappen. He's going for the fastest lap. Oh my. I had to do a stickers and super chat wouldn't work. It's fine, my guy. It's fine. Thank you so much. And Leclerc is 2 seconds behind. Ryan, do you miss Go Tiffy? El Wax Manus. First of all, thank you for the donation. Second of all, I do miss Go Tiffy. Hold on. Let's honor the GOAT for the last few laps of the race. I do, dude. I miss him so much. I mean, we have the breeze now, but it's not the same. It's not the GOAT. It's not Go Tiffy. I sit alone in the dark sometimes, just crying, bracing my knees. Yeah. What if he would still be within us? Miss him so much. Is it over? No, we got a lap and a half to go. Audio? Can you guys hear me? Radio check. Must have. Yeah, I think you guys can hear me. It's just one guy that probably didn't really see what's going on. Amen, Go TV. Yes. Audio good. Yep. Okay. Final lap of the race has just started, and let's see if Max Verstappen can just take it, make it his. Personal best through the first sector. See Checo holding fastest lap. Yeah. So far. Let's see, Verstappen. Yep, and I think that's going to be fastest sector 2 for Verstappen, and that's going to be the fastest lap, of course, as well. Yeah, Max Verstappen makes it across the line. And wins the Austrian Grand Prix. One more for the books. The one at home. Yeah, across the line. Max Verstappen wins with the fastest lap. Charles Leclerc goes second fastest. A good podium for Ferrari. Well deserved, that one. I would have said Carlos Sainz, but yeah. Checo Perez, P3. Carlos Sainz got screwed over by his team, unfortunately, this race, P4, but it's still pretty good. Lando Norris brings home P5. That's a great finishing position. Alonso in 6th place, ahead of both of the Mercedes, and it's Gasly with some points for Alpine. That's good. And then Lance Stroll rounds out the top 10. After them, we have Alex Albon with a great weekend for him. Unfortunately, he couldn't make it into points on Sunday. That's Ocon then. Then there's Sargent. Oh, damn, F1 World. Max wins Red Bull Ring. Let's go. Thank you so much, bro, for your donation. That's extremely greatly appreciated. I saw you at the start of the stream. I saw you through the stream. It's good to have you back, my dude. Haven't seen you in a while. And yeah, thank you extremely so much for your donation. Another legend here of the channel. Yeah. Thank you so much. Then it was Ocon, then it was Sargent, then it was Joe, De Vries, Bottas, Piastri, Tsunoda, and Magnussen with 1 DNF. That was Nico Hulkenberg. So yeah. That's it for us today. That's it. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you to Jose Martinez. Thank you to F1 World for your recent donations. And thank you to Elwax Manus as well. And thank you all so much for watching. Once again, make sure to leave a like. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It was a good race. I'm gonna get some food now. I'm very hungry, and I will catch you guys on the next week. Yeah, next weekend. What are we having next week? What do we have? What do we have? What do we have? Great Britain. Yep. The Great British Grand Prix. It's a regular race. Okay, so no sprint qualifying, no nothing, no nonsense. Regular race weekend, and I will see you all then for qualifying and for the race. Yeah. Goodbye. Long live Lord Go Tiffy.